Good morning, HWC kids. Do you remember how last week we learned about Elijah running away when he was afraid and God providing what he needed to work through his fear? Well, if you recall, after 40 days of God's provision, Elijah ended up in a cave on a mountain and a place where he was told he would experience God's presence and be reminded that God was close to him. But how did God do that? Because we can't really see God, can we? Well, it says in 1 Kings 19 that God told Elijah, "Go out and stand at the top of the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Just then, a huge, powerful wind shattered part of the mountain, but God wasn't in the wind. Then, an earthquake shook the land, but God wasn't that either. Next, a fire and storm blazed, but God wasn't in the fire either. God wasn't in any of those great and mighty things. You know how he appeared to Elijah? In a gentle whisper. The almighty, all-powerful creator of the universe comforted Elijah through a whisper. I love how our curriculum words it. It says, the wind, the earthquake, and the fire all seem like powerful ways for God to show up, but Elijah didn't need a spectacular display of power. At that moment, he needed comfort and assurance that God was with him. So, God spoke to Elijah in a gentle whisper. God chose to comfort Elijah through whispers of truth and hope rather than magnificent shows of power, which he could have done. When you are afraid or sad or hurt, what comforts you the most? Is it blaring loud rock music? Or is it a calm, soothing song that your mom or dad sings to you? Is it a lot of talking and lecturing and blah, blah, blah? Or is it a gentle, warm hug? Maybe it's a bowl of homemade soup or a warm chocolate chip cookie. Maybe it's a special stuffed animal or a blanket. Who knows? It's different for everyone. But it's nice to know that God is powerful. But when we need comfort, it's even better to know that he's gentle, kind, warm, and soothing. Just like last week, he knows what we need and when we need it. He knows when to show his power to us and when to show his gentleness. So I pray that this week you will find comfort in God or be able to pass on his comfort to someone in need. Have a great week.